Hi, I'm Jess. Welcome back to my channel, Chilling Like a Villain. Today I'm going to be discussing why I'm not taking part in the Goodreads challenge next year. Now, I am in a slightly different, a different filming location just because I'm sat on my bed right now because I'm too lazy to go over there and go sit on my chair because I'm quite a lazy person, so I'm not moving, I'm just going to do it here. So, before I start, I love the Goodreads challenge. I've done it for like 4 years in a row, and at the beginning it really helped me and pushed me to read a lot of books. So I do really like it, and I think that it has a lot of pros. But for me, next year, I think I've just got to the point where I don't want it anymore. So on one hand, the Goodreads challenge is really good because if you set yourself a certain goal, then I think it makes you more inclined to read a lot of books to get to that goal. So it's good. But for me, that's become sort of too much pressure. For instance, in my first year of doing a challenge, I read 80 books, and it was like my first year of university, and it was really difficult for me to read 80 books. And I remember that there were nights where I just stayed up really late and I was really tired the next day. But then this year, I had a goal of 100 books, and whilst I've graduated uni and got a job, I've managed to surpass that by like 15 books or something crazy like that. But this year, even though I've completed my Goodreads challenge every year, this year, the first book I read after completing my challenge, because I'd read so many that I completed it by October, the first book that I read, I thought, I've got time to read this, so I sat down, and it took me like about a week to read a book that could have taken me a few days, but I wasn't rushing it. I was taking my time, and I enjoyed it so much more because I didn't have the pressure of reading just to complete a goal, and it was a book that I really wanted to read as well. So that's the other thing. That's the second point for why I'm not going to do it next year. And it's because I think sometimes when you're under pressure to read smaller books to complete your challenge, I think you just read any books that you can read that you think are short enough that's going to get your count up a bit more, a bit quicker, instead of picking out books that you actually want to read and that you want to savor and take time with. So I found that I was just reading books I didn't even like just so I could have them on my number, on my count. So yeah, I just didn't have as good a reading year this year as I had in previous years, just because I was more inclined to sort of pick up books I didn't really care about because they were smaller than books that I did want to read. So I think that I've come to a point in my life where I more just want to read what I want to read, I want to do what I want to do, and I just want to read books that make me happy and that I'm excited about, instead of putting them off because they're too big or for whatever reason. I just want to read for fun again without the pressure of trying to meet an expectation or trying to meet a Goodreads goal. I don't want to set myself a goal. I just want to read whatever I want to read, and I want to take as long as I want with it. So that is why I am not doing the Goodreads challenge next year. So yeah, first year in like 4 years that I'm not going to be doing the Goodreads challenge. I know some people don't do it, but then other people do loads and you hear them on TBR, so you know I haven't met it. Who cares if you haven't met it? Your Goodreads challenge might be 80 books and you might have read 70. That's still loads of books just because you haven't met 80. You know, so I feel like we beat ourselves up a bit for not doing the goal that we set for ourselves, when in actual fact we're still reading loads of books and that's what we enjoy. So I think taking a step back from that will be really good for enjoyment levels. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little video to explain why I'm not doing a Goodreads challenge next year, because I've done it for 4 years continuously, and hopefully I'm going to hope that there's a certain shift in the way that I talk about books, and there's a shift in what I'm reading, so I'm going to be more excited about the books I'm going to read because they're just books I want to read. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.